now we straight chillin', serial killing, pre-cold villains on the mic, got you reeling. 5-star rated from the floor to the ceiling. If you catch a 1-star, no time for feelings. Got a team and DJ on the ones and twos. By the name Beelzebub, so don't get confused. So grab a seat by the fire, roast them all over two, and prepare to hear the legend of the Straight Chillin' Crew.
What up, nerds? And welcome to another sackhead episode of Straight Chilling, the weekly horror movie review show where you chill and we kill, slice, dice, and chop up yet another horror movie. My name is Bob. I'll be your host for the evening. This is episode 566, recorded on Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. Tonight, we are talking about Friday the 13th, Part 2, as was chosen by me. Before we get into it, let me introduce everyone else on the show tonight. First up, calling in from Washington, D.C., we got Shaboy Randu. What's up, man?
You're going to Camp Blood, ain't you?
Ain't you? Ain't you, Bob?
Always in transit to Camp Blood.
All roads lead to Camp Blood. Ready to roll here.
Oh, fuck yeah. Next up, calling in from Seoul, South Korea, we got Shaboy Soju. What's up, man?
Oh, what up? It's your boy, Mother Boy Soju. Which one? Which one of you boys has a mommy kink? Looking at you, Bob.
I can't have both, can I? The daddy and the mommy?
That's true.
You have a parental
I don't
kink, I think.
Parental.
Somebody parent me.
It's very progressive kink, if you think
I
about
need
it.
rules. Structure.
Someone punish me.
Teach me how to be.
Teach me how to tie a tie or bake a cake.
Yeah, cool. Last but not least, making her triumphant return to the Straight Chilling podcast. Everybody, welcome back our good friend Nicole. What's up, Nicole?
Hey boys, I've got my chambray shirt on and I'm ready to go to counselor camp tonight.
Yeah. Let's learn how to tie knots and start fires and row a boat, canoe, fish, maybe, bow and arrow.
Probably plow, mostly. I mean,
mostly just plow. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, if they're getting down at regular camp, counselor camp is just a nonstop plow sesh, if I understand correctly.
That's what I learned from these movies. Also, you just go to a bar for most of the night, too. You can do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nicole, welcome back to the show. We love having you on. It's always a huge pleasure. For people that might not be aware of your podcast, why don't you fill them in on the details?
Yes, so I also have a horror podcast called Light and Shadow, and it's a monthly show. I do a variety of things over there. Sometimes have a guest, sometimes not. But this last week, I released my Women in Horror Month episode on The Descent and had friend of the show, Caitlin, from Plug It Up on. So it's a little podcast family collaboration. So yeah.
Dude.
Come check it out.
Couldn't have picked a better flick, too. Is
Yeah,
it
it's
through
a
the
good
anniversary, or was it last year? have been
Last
last
year.
year.
Yeah, it came
Okay.
out in 2005. So it's
Yeah.
it's one that I've been wanting to talk about for a really long time, and so of course it was a blast, an easy one to discuss.
Of course, it's amazing. We need
it's a
do
great movie.
re-review.
Yeah, we probably
Yeah.
do. Yeah, that's
Probably.
That's an old school one.
Yeah. Yeah. I did listen to that episode. Great conversation, per
Yeah,
usual.
me too. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good episode.
Yeah.
Guys, appreciate it.
Of course. Be sure to check out Light and Shadow everywhere you guys get your podcasts. Before we get into the review, let's tackle a little bit of housekeeping real quick. Here's another reminder. We do have our March poll currently posted over on our Patreon website. If you guys support us at the $5 level or above, you get the chance to vote on a movie we're talking about this March. The theme for March is A24 movies. And the three movies you're voting between are Enemy, The Killing of a Sacred Deer, and Under the Skin.
Bob? How those numbers looking?
Well, let me tell you. Enemy, last place with 12% of the votes. Second place, Under the Skin with 41%. First place, The Killing of a sacred deer with 47%. Still pretty close up
Close
top.
race there. All right.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
I'm here to lobby for Under the Skin.
Whoa.
Always got to throw in my vote. Throw in
to.
my influence. That's the one this month.
Throw that weight around. Yeah.
For real.
Oh no, Under the Skin is tanking. Also, all the sudden for some reason.
This podcast is all and always will be strictly pay to play. So, you know.
Yeah, get those votes in, and we'll see what A24 movie we're talking about this March. We are also dropping minicasts every other Friday over on Patreon. We just dropped, I believe it was the 180th minicast. Your boy Soju is talking about
18.
Yeah, talking about a movie called Dead Talent Society. It's currently on Netflix. And next up, dropping this Friday the 13th, you got Shaboy Me talking about Sam Raimi's new movie, Send Help. Check it out.
180. We're getting close. We're creeping up there. We're gonna hit 200 and 600 this year, boys.
Yeah, that's true.
That's 800 total.
I wasn't sure about the math. I'm glad that you verified.
That is a painful statistic to hear.
Yeah.
Just
My
think of
marrow just
all
curdled.
the movies we've watched, all the quality films we've.
The crazy
God.
thing is, I've never watched any of these. I just pretend.
Bob has been an AI this whole time, actually.
Somehow
We were ahead of the curve on that
for the
one.
past 12 years.
Our laziness led us to great ambitions and then coasted for 10 years.
Yeah. So check out my thoughts on Send Help, dropping this Friday over on Patreon. That's all we really have going on with Patreon. Do you guys have anything else you need to plug?
I do not.
No,
Soju?
I don't think I do.
All right, Bob. Sounds like we're clean here.
Squeaky. All right, let's get into the main event. We are talking about Friday the 13th, part Deuce, and we're kicking it off with the back of the box.
What's on the back of the box?
Bob, my beautiful face was covered during our intro. Do you have this box? I assume you got like several different box sets. So.
I do indeed.
Okay.
So yeah, this just came out on 4K.
Thank God.
It's this movie's 45th anniversary this year, so they just released this on 4K. It looks great. You can get it on Blu-ray, DVD, VHS. It's streaming. It is everywhere and extremely easy to track down if you want to watch it.
Okay.
I'm a little
Yeah, this
surprised it's
is
new to 4K, to be honest.
Yeah, they put it out. Paramount put it out in one of their Paramount Scares box sets.
That's technically entrapment.
I've been had.
It's time for the remix track of that, the club mix.
Yep.
So yeah, it's in a Paramount Scares box set too. It was stuck there for a couple years on 4K, and people were a little annoyed by it because you had to buy a bunch of other shit that you may or may not want. But anyway, you can just buy the
want it.
disc now.
A lot of quality.
I only bought 3.
I didn't buy it. I don't have it, guys. Come on, let's.
So
let's
this is your
just-
first cop. So wait, you just got the 4K.
Just off camera, stack 12
Yeah,
high.
yeah. Was that your first copy of Friday the 13th Part 2?
No, I have the Scream Factory like complete box set with like
Oh,
all the Friday movies.
There it
so
is.
I've got it on
There.
Blu-ray.
But never
And
before that,
4K.
right?
And VHS too.
I
That's
don't
right.
have it on VHS. The Friday movies on VHS, people are asking stupid money that I won't pay for those, honestly. So if I happen to find
25
it,
cents?
dude, no, they usually go for like, I don't know, anywhere from $40 to like $100 or something crazy. I'm not gonna pay that.
You
That
said
is
dollars. I'm sure
crazy.
you meant rupees or something. I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
Randy, eBay is
I
terrible.
need to go buy up the whole Korean collection over here and start up a
You
little
should.
eBay deal. Here we go.
You should do that, actually. Yeah.
Bob's looking for the deals.
Yeah.
You should
Look at me
definitely
up,
collect
bro.
all of the physical media you can for no reason.
Send them to me first to
Buy
make
the
sure they work.
warehouse.
Friday the 13th, Part 2. This came out in 1981, rated R, with a runtime of an hour and 27 minutes. This is directed by your boy, Steve Miner. This is his directorial debut.
Steve Miner. Sorry.
Steve.
This boy, Randy.
Randy! How dare you? This was written by Victor Miller, Sean S. Cunningham, Ron Kurz. Stars Betsy Palmer, top billing, but she's in this for like a hot second. Amy Steele, John Furry, not that kind of furry. Adrian King,
Damn.
Stuart Charno,
Tease me, Bob.
Prove it.
Kirsten Baker, Warrington Gillette as, spoiler alert, Jason.
Whoa.
Plot synopsis brought to you by IMDb is as follows. 5 years after the events of the first film, a summer camp next to the infamous Camp Crystal Lake is preparing to open, but the legend of Jason is weighing heavy on the proceedings. Sure.
Oh, that was short. Okay.
Yeah, that was it. Just the legend is freaking people out, nothing else.
It didn't seem like it.
Have we seen this movie before? Would you recommend folks at home check it out? Nicole, why don't you kick us off?
I've seen this movie several times before. I don't know what order I originally saw it in because I saw this entire franchise out of order. But I love this one, and I would say absolutely I would recommend people check it out. It is one of the top tier slasher sequels, I would say. And it's also a really fun little bridge between what we started with in the Friday the 13th franchise and where we are going. So it's very unique in that regard. So absolutely. If you like Friday the 13th, if you like slashers, 10 out of 10, you got to check it out.
Whoa,
Hell
scores
yeah.
up front.
Hell yeah.
And on a different scale, no less.
10 stars out of 5. Randy, what about you?
I'm offended by that question. I have seen this film with you multiple times, as well as on my own.
I don't
multiple
recall
times.
at all any of them.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you want to go on the 13th journey, which has been a few times in my life, I think probably 3 times I've gone through the entire thing just to do it, really. And would I recommend? I think so to this crowd. I mean, it's mandatory viewing for the horror crowd. I would say that it's not high on my personal list. I'm going to break a few hearts with some of my thoughts, I think.
Oh my
But
God.
ultimately, I do recommend. This is the audience for it, and yeah, that's clear by its reputation and stalwart reputation amongst the fans. You know.
Unbelievable. Juice, what about you?
Yeah, I've seen this a few times before. And I think this is even for the general horror crowd, so like not even like the hardcore ones who want to go through like all the Fridays or whatever, but even for the general horror crowd, I think that this is a pretty good like neutral camp type of horror film. That's a clear subgenre because of this franchise and stuff like that. But yeah, I think this is like a really good neutral one. There's not any kind of crazy things going on. Nobody has telekinesis in here. Nobody like is getting resurrected necessarily. It's just a good like kind of down the middle. You're at the camp. Somebody's trying to get you, so yeah, I would trying to get you.
I'm gonna get you.
So yeah, I would recommend people check this out. I think it's a solid watch. Bob, how about you? You picked this movie finally. You forced us to watch it.
It's taken years.
It literally has taken years.
It has, yeah. Yeah, I like this movie quite a bit. I think it's one of the better Friday the 13th sequels. I think it's just a great slasher movie in general. It's, meat and potatoes slasher. It's just got it checks all the boxes. It's a lot of fun. Extra meat, no taters. It's really just meat. Checks a lot of boxes regarding things that I'm looking for in a slasher movie. And yeah, it's a solid sequel, generally speaking. So I would indeed recommend it. I put this on, I want to say at least 3 polls over the years, and it just keeps losing. But here we are, finally.
Here we are.
I love that story.
I'm sure I voted for it every time, Bob.
I believe you, Nicole, because I know you're obviously a huge fan of this movie, like you already stated, which is precisely why I wanted to make sure to have you here with us tonight. So
I
thanks
was wondering why she was
for being
here.
here.
And like,
I don't want to be
Come on.
rude, but
What are you doing
she
here?
doing here exactly?
what is she doing here?
So
That
this is
sounds-
the fourth
I didn't
full
know this was
episode-
written by
full
Stephen
film
King.
that we've
Damn.
Oh yeah, as far as the Friday franchise, we've
As far as
done
the Friday
one.
franchise goes, we've done the compendiums before, but
Yeah, we
I just
did
counted. We did 4. We
one,
did 1. We
four,
did
One,
six.
two,
4,
four,
6,
six,
and
X.
Jason X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason,
Yeah.
God,
That's
that
sick,
episode's
bro.
now it's probably like 4 years old. Holy shit.
God. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good
Could
one.
be
That's
one
an
of your
all-timer,
legits.
though. That
I think that is
Jason
a
X
good one.
episode.
Yeah.
All timer.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Not the film, just the episode, the straight
Yeah,
short
so don't watch-
episode.
Don't
You
watch
don't need
the
to watch
movie.
that. You don't need to watch that. Bro.
Oh yeah, Freddy vs. Jason too. Actually, if you
Oh,
want to
yeah,
count
that
that,
one.
Yeah, that counts. Sure.
we did
We
that.
just
too.
did that one recently.
Yeah. Don't watch the
So
movie. Just
5.
listen to the review. That sounds like a very hearty across the board recommendation. I would say
A really meat and
Ah.
potatoes recommend right there.
meat and
Extra
taters
meat. That's
recommendation.
an extra meat recommendation.
Sure, 2 steaks, one
No.
potato.
We
Check
nobody
it
asked
out.
for your Chipotle order, buddy.
We're
Chipotle's
be-
coming to Korea, I think, like next month.
I'm so
No, you could-
sorry. The gastro distress that is about to hit that country.
The screens aren't going to know what hit them. Check out Friday the 13th Part 2. We're going to be spoiling the shit out of this movie, and here comes your warning.
Spoiler warning.
Blah. You got that plot plot synopsis.
Plot recommendation.
You got that plot recommendation.
I have it. I'm going to wait for Randy to come back, though. He thinks
He's gotta
he thinks
listen
he's going to
to it.
skip out on the plot.
I can hear you. I have
Good.
animals
We
to-
need to see your face, Randy. We
This
need
arc
to
isn't gonna
Look at me
Captain
while I
need to see
read.
the torture. Okay, that's part of the fun.
Look at me.
No!
Please
Don't summarize.
skip to
Don't
the end.
synopsize. Oh Christ!
True horror. All right, here we go. 2 months after the events of the first Friday the 13th film, survivor Alice Hardy is trying to unwind in her apartment. But she opens up her refrigerator to find Pamela Voorhees' severed head and is impaled in the temple with an ice pick by an unknown intruder. It is not Jason, whatever you think. That's not the killer. 5 years later, I guess 1985 at this point, your boy Paul Holt is running a counselor training center on Crystal Lake. The counselors arrive and all gather around the campfire on their first night. Paul tells the counselors in training about the legend of Jason Voorhees. The boy drowned in the lake in 1957, which sent his mom on not one but 2 killing sprees, one of them in 1958 and another in 1979, until Alice eventually chops her head off at the end of the first movie. Jason now lives by the lake and allegedly will kill anyone he comes across. We see Shaboy Crazy Ralph from the first movie come on back. He wanders into the camp to warn everybody of the danger, but he's strangled by an
He's got
unseen
a
killer.
death curse.
I think he was just creeping.
Well, maybe that's why he was strangled by
Ralph's
not...
got needs, Bob.
What,
And
Bob, what are you
all creeping?
Later on, we see Deputy Winslow driving through the woods. He sees a man wearing a burlap sack on his head, follows him into the woods. He finds a weird shack, and the man ends up killing him with a hammer to the head. Back at camp, Paul offers the counselors one last night on the town before training starts. Most of them stay behind, but Paul, Ginny, and Ted go to a nearby bar to blow off some steam. At the bar, Ginny suggests if Jason was still alive, witnessing his mother's murder may have damaged him psychologically. Paul says, nah, he's just an urban legend, and after several beers, Paul and Ginny return to camp, but smart Ted stays at the bar. While they've been gone, the masked murderer appears at the camp, begins killing off counselors. Scott is stuck in a rope trap and has his throat cut. Terry finds Scott's body. She's killed off screen. Mark takes a machete to the face and rolls down a long flight of stairs in his wheelchair. Jeff and Sandra are speared mid-coitus. Vicky is killed with a kitchen knife. Paul ends up getting ambushed by the killer, and seems to survive. Then the killer chases Jenny into the woods. She finds the shack and hides in it. She sees an altar with Pamela Voorhees' severed head. This makes her realize Jason is alive and the killer is indeed Jason. Jenny puts on Pam Voorhees' sweater, and when Jason returns, she pretends to be his mother, who this seems to work at first, but then he sees his mother's severed head. Paul intervenes, and just before Jason kills him, Jenny slams a machete into his back, seemingly killing him. Paul and Jenny return to the cabin, and an unmasked Jason jumps through the window, grabbing Jenny. Jenny then wakes up as she's being loaded into an ambulance, calling out for Paul, but can't seem to find him. We then finally see Pam Voorhees' severed and rotting head still intact in Jason's shed. Roll them credits.
Whoa.
Okay.
There you go there.
I love how Jason gets his ass whooped in this movie several times.
He's kind of given proto Ghostface in this one a little
It
bit.
is. That's what it was making me think of. And even like so many goofy situations too, like when he falls off the chair, he's like
Dude, yeah.
waiting on the chair when she's under the bed and it just collapses.
It collapses right on time. It's just really very impressive.
He's like not big at all. He's just a regular dude who like, you know, gets
Yeah.
thrown around and stuff. I think one of the
I don't
things
know if
that
he's a regular dude.
I
Well,
think he's just
well.
a regular dude.
Just a guy.
just an innocent
guy.
man.
Judge, okay?
But one of the things I always really liked about this one is the kind of the counselors. Everyone feels kind of natural here, and the setup of it, and yeah, I just kind of like their chemistry, and it just like as I said in the recommendation, it just feels like a just straight up, just neutral kind of pleasant slasher at the camp, you know, just.
I
Nice and
tend to
pleasant.
agree. I tend to agree, and that's kind of
Pleasant
both the
watch.
benefit and the hindrance for me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it is a nice baseline for the summer camp horror. I mean, it's not to my mind as good as the first one. Even at that, it does introduce Jason, so it gets a couple bonus points from that. But Jason's a little bit of a doof in this one, so it takes off for that. It just kind of like it hurts itself and it helps itself at every turn, I think. And ultimately, it's a little bit dull for my liking at this point. And I know like it's cultural significance, it's significance amongst fandom or whatever. It matters, and it's certainly its significance in terms of like bringing Jason in the fold. But I don't know, man. The naturalistic summer camp counselors or whatever, by comparison to the other films in the franchise, is nice, but not complete. I don't think every character is all that natural. The girl with her Mickey Mouse shirt and basically just bra and no bra and
Dude, that
no
shirt,
pants.
it's like barely a shirt. Dude, I don't
She's
know
wearing
what
like
that
a couple of nylon strands for clothes.
It's hot
and-
out,
Listen.
Randy.
That
Look, I don't-
cropped
look, I'm not
Mickey
complaining.
T-shirt. That cropped Mickey T-shirt is iconic. I will not hear the slander.
Look,
Randy.
I'm just
Hey,
saying,
no
it's awesome, but
complaints
it's
from
not.
me.
It's not naturalistic, and if we're giving points for that, I don't think that's pretty.
Oh, it looked pretty
pretty
natural
natural.
to
I
me,
mean,
Randy.
and also,
I
like,
think it's
the
pretty
most-
natural.
The most pretty boy ass fucking Vogue model summer camp counselor that's ever been, wielding a fucking slingshot. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Randy.
He's 20 for sure.
Scott's the worst.
16 actually.
Weird. Yeah, I think this is a really great sequel to what is a classic, and it is plagued by some of the similar things that like sequels to all these major slasher franchises are plagued by, because they were all intended to be single films and then ended up being like, you know, double digit franchises. So there's like some goofy stuff you kind of have to overlook, like Jason actually being alive and just living in the woods all by himself, and
Not a kid in the lake somehow.
yeah, somehow not a kid in the lake. There's some questions you gotta kind of overlook, but if you give yourself over to it, it's just a really fun slasher movie. It's got, I think, a pretty iconic looking slasher. Like it, you know, Jason before he gets his hockey mask, I think the sack on his head is pretty freaky and looks really cool. I think it's a great reveal when you finally see him pop out of the bed. It's got some pretty solid kills. The one that always sticks with me the most is the dude getting chopped in the head with a machete and rolling down the stairs.
Oh,
It's like
it's
That
That's
kill
the
is
only
like
scene from this movie that that and Pamela's head are the only two scenes in this movie that will never leave my brain. Like I will never forget those.
Well, it's also got the spear through the two people.
That's a classic
having sex,
one.
which
I
is
always
a
forget which
classic.
film
classic
that's
one.
in, but yeah,
Yeah.
it is a classic. I just never remember that it's this.
I
particular
always
one.
think that that's in 3, and then
I think it's in one. I mean,
every
excuse me.
time I see it in 2, I'm like,
It's-
oh, here it is.
It's just very similar to the
Kevin Bacon.
the Kevin
Yeah.
Bacon.
Yeah,
Ah,
I get
yeah.
I get those two mixed up sometimes. as
Totally.
well.
But yeah,
Uh,
it's actually kind of cool too that this time I was like, oh, more so in this film, his signature weapon is the pitchfork. He uses that quite a lot, or it seems like he's carrying it a lot, especially in the kind of final girl chase. But yeah, it's just with the bag too. It's a crazy franchise to know that the iconic entity that everyone knows doesn't even show up until the third film. It's like that's
Yeah.
so, and that
Yeah.
film
Like
is
and he's
not good.
really
It's
nothing
not great.
like
Yeah.
nothing like what he certainly will become,
Yeah.
both culturally and in film. But like, I don't know. The other thing is like who was it? Somebody, one of you guys just mentioned like the mask. Yeah, it's kind of a nice like the bag mask is fine, but this is not even the first film that did that. I'm so glad that they changed to the hockey mask in 3 because not only because of the cultural attaché attached to that, but because like the Town That Dreaded Sundown did that in the fucking mid 70s. Like, and I'm sure there was probably other examples as well. I don't know. Like to me, it's like a lot of this, and it seems very stupid to complain about a slasher sequel being derivative because of fucking course, but it's pretty derivative. I don't know.
You know, I
But
would
that's-
have
I'm sorry, go ahead.
loved. I would have loved to have seen this like in 1981 after the original Friday the 13th being such a big deal, because it's so hard for us to even like know what the impact of that is, like introducing Jason as the killer in the second one. And like it seems to me like I wonder if people at the time were thinking that was a wild choice to bring back this, like, the little drowned boy is now like this adult killer. Like, I wonder if that seemed absurd at the time.
I wonder that too. I wonder that about because like the standard practice at the time was all kinds of wackadoo shit with a sequel. A sequel could be just anything that has the title plus a 2. That's it. Like that's the only requisite.
Well, talking about it being derivative, I mean, any kind of lore that we get, they're sitting at the bar, and this woman who 12 hours ago didn't even know who Jason was or whatever is like explaining the lore
She's a
of like I mean he must have
In training.
seen his mother get killed, and that must have
That
really
if-
confused
if
it's
he
so
had
it's
seen
such
it.
it is bullshit. It's
I
ridiculous.
do love that they call her drunk in that scene though, because it's like, yeah, that's this is definitely a drunken thing for anybody to say. You're psychoanalyzing somebody you have never met who doesn't, as far as you know, exists. I don't know.
Yeah, just an urban legend. I like that. So in addition to there being like some pretty solid kills in this, I think there's a lot of humor. There's like plenty of laughs, like the introduction to the goofy characters at the beginning, the getting their truck towed, the bit at the bar, them just chugging beers and talking about like nonsense psychology. How extraordinarily thirsty Vicky is for what Mark? Yeah, Mark, the guy in the
Yes.
wheelchair. That shit is hilarious.
It's so sweet.
It is. Yeah, there's
She
like
put on her drowned doo-doo browns for.
She was
for
so
the
proud of
coitus.
them draws. I was like, girl, I don't know about those.
I
This
mean, they
hides
look
everything.
satin, they look comfy. They're like
She's like,
And,
yeah,
you know.
these are the ones. I was like, yeah, okay.
Perfume move is baffling,
Yeah.
but girl, go off,
you got it, she's just working her way down.
She's just like straight up like, so does your dick work?
I know. She's like, so your legs don't work, but like everything else is like good.
But how's that
right?
boner popping?
Pretty good.
I love that scene between them though. I think it's so sweet,
I think
and
it's- it's kinda
I
cute.
love that she's the one that's like, "What if we stay together tonight?"
Mhm.
And he's like,
He's
"Sure."
too
Like,
pure.
It takes him like
He has to go take a
forever to
tumble
get
down some
there.
stairs.
Literally, just like it's so long to be like,
Are,
oh,
are you?
Yeah.
hitting
Come
on
in
me.
on me. I think that's
I'm
kind of
not-
realistic, though. I think
Hey,
that's a
wait
pretty
a minute.
realistic representation of most men.
Let me in
You're
now.
You're not putting it on quite thick enough for me to be certain.
Oh.
But yeah, I guess there's not too many iconic kills. Like they're fun. But yeah, I do like again how he uses like different kind of weapons and things like that. But
Well,
there's
the ice pick at the beginning is pretty cool, I think.
I don't think so.
I
To
think
be
the
fair.
the stair kill and the sex spear thing is probably the most
Yeah,
iconic.
it's the
He's got that
best.
one really slow, like when he first pops out of the bed, that one really slow like POV shot with like a
Mm.
kitchen knife or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
There's
And then
some decent-
also,
Garot's
and of
Crazy
course,
Ralph.
Oh
Yeah.
we lose Crazy
He's
Ralph.
gone.
I was thinking that he
Yeah.
made it to part 3.
Oh, shut up, Ralph.
also, but he comes through the glass, so that's classic.
Dude,
That's something that's
yeah.
going to continue.
That's a good jump scare.
That's-
The one in not at the very end, but the one where she's hiding in the kitchen and he breaks through the
Yes.
glass. I've seen this movie, I don't know, 5 or 6 times probably.
Well, it's the kitchen or the
It's-
bathroom?
It's the kitchen, I believe.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because she finds Ralph in the cupboard, I think, and then
She's trying to shut the window at the time, and he just like it's like
he breaks through. Anyway, that shit's like made me jump still. I like forgot it was coming.
That last one, like I knew it was coming too, but just it
Yeah.
becomes so loud that you have to just be like, God damn. But that's just so funny. So there are, iconic thing, and it's so funny too because I remember going through the franchise for the first time, and that's the kind of thing about this film too that always lives in my mind is the first time I watched it was as part of this grouping. So it definitely lives in my mind on this kind of Friday the 13th, curve where I know a lot of them, especially the next one, are quite terrible. So when you get this one, you're like, oh yeah. I mean, I know it's like the second one, but like just in your mind, it's like, oh yeah, that's quite nice to just have
You know-
something that's not so bonkers wackadoo shit.
it is, but like I prefer the wackadoo. I think I like the high concept stuff from
Depends.
Nightmare on Elm Street is that's why I'm like drawn more to that than to this franchise because even when this shit goes wackadoo, it's a little bit inhibited by its core conceit, so they have to go way off the beaten track to find that sort of high concept stuff. And I
Like space.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, which I didn't like that, but in fairness, but I don't know, like
There's no
I
pleasing
kind of like the
Randy.
third one better than the second one. I know that's an unpopular opinion.
Randy.
I kind of feel like I just think that one's funnier. It makes me laugh more, and so I enjoy it. This one is like
No.
it's got more solid things going on. Like the individual beats are more solid, the characters are more solid, the kills have more variety. It is just like, but it is just so down the middle. It just leaves me with nothing to chew on or think about. It just washes right over me, and I forget half the kills. Like I said, every time I watch it, I've seen this so many times, and I could not tell you more than fucking dude rolling down the goddamn longest staircase of all time.
Nicole, not to put you totally on the spot, where would you rank this amongst the Friday films?
So I think this one's my favorite.
Oh wow.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
I like this one even more than the first one. Which I know is probably a little bit of a hot take. I mean, I definitely recognize that the first one is like at the time was really fresh and was a game changer and was really iconic for a lot of reasons, but I find myself coming back to this one more.
Me too.
And so I think it's maybe my favorite.
Wow.
What about you, Bob?
Yeah, I prefer this to the original. Like you said, I respect the original for what it achieved and what it set up. But as far as like Friday movies that I rewatch, it's this and 4 by like a mile, way more than any of the rest. So on any given day, it's this would be my favorite, or part 4 would be my favorite. I think there's probably some more like iconic kills in part 4, and it is a more complete feeling Friday the 13th movie because it does have the hockey mask going. So like it's got some cool stuff, but they're not even at like a camp necessarily in that. So I
Yeah.
don't know, it lacks some of those vibes, but yeah, this is among the top two for me. So
Well, and I
yeah.
think one of the things that really makes me love this one is that I love Ginny. Like Ginny is, I think, my
Yeah.
favorite final girl. And I know
In
that, like,
anything?
yeah, I think she's my favorite.
Wow.
And again,
Wow.
it's one of those things where I just like I find myself just like thinking about her, like when I'm thinking about like the slasher final girls, like she's kind of the one that I come back to. And she's and I think and she's just like a girl next door. There's not anything like super compelling about her. But I feel like she's just like super like she's just I identify with her. I actually like that she thinks about Jason and his mom in a different way. It's not just, oh, I'm just running and I happen to survive. Like she actually like has a strategy and has a plan and like does something that we probably don't see in any other slasher movie. You know, when she tries to like use reverse psychology on him at the end or whatever. That's just like I think really unique. Like we don't see a lot of that kind of stuff. And I've always just felt like she feels like a real person. And
She was gorgeous.
She was.
and super cute. Ginny's super cute.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, even her relationship with Paul is fun and they feel like a good pairing and at the end they're almost like a final duo. And so I don't know. I've always really loved her a lot.
I like
I like
that
her a lot
she
too.
breaks
I'm sorry,
Paul's balls a good bit, like at the beginning when she's
Yes.
running late. She gets the car to like blast him in the face.
Whoa.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think
Bet you like that, Mom.
Oh, you know, I got a car
Roll it
king
back.
too.
She beats him in chess, you know.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there trying to figure out, well, how'd she beat me?
She
Yeah,
says
I
like
I'm sorry, Bob.
she says like wrong move, white boy, or whatever. Like yeah,
White
she's-
boy.
She does, yeah. Like, go ahead, Randeezy.
I was just gonna agree largely with Nicole. Like, I don't know, she's not my favorite because I just overall like she is a bright spot in this movie though. Like she is, it's certainly a bright spot among final girls. I think, because she is one of the early ones that really has agency and a scheme and can work around. She uses her mind to solve this issue rather than a happenstance or anything else or you know or luck. Although there is some luck because that fucking chair, man. She pisses herself, which isn't great, but you know, for the most part, I really like her. I also think like it's another testament to like her and Paul, and I would say the majority of the camp staff are pretty naturalistic seeming people. They're acting naturalistic. They're not like the most stereotypical people of all time, most like ripped out of a archetype kind of person. So I respect that. And this is still like in the early days, like nobody, the term final girl was not a thing, obviously.
Right.
It was just something that this movie's predecessor did reasonably well, and I think they improved on it here for sure.
Yeah. And also like the rules haven't been established yet because both Alice in the first one and Ginny in this one, they're having sex, albeit off screen, but they're having sex. I'm pretty
They're
sure Alice
prom,
in the
baby.
first one is smoking a joint too. So like they're drinking, they're partaking, they're having sex. There's like none of those, you know, none of those final girl tropes have been sort of
Open
like,
up
set
a
up yet.
can of with this.
And so I like that too. It's not like these early final girls are not like little like wallflowers, with the exception of Laurie Strode. She's strong in other ways, but I do like that.
He does
these-
smoke a joint though.
right? Yeah. So
does.
I like that. I like these early final girls being a little bit more complete, fleshed out characters for sure.
Yeah.
I like
Totally.
the cabin too. I think it's just a cool thing to like stumble across in the woods. Like even especially when you're younger, just like wandering around in the woods and you know, that's
Like
just
you do
Yeah, like you do. But that's
as
a
a
cool
child.
thing to I did. Yeah.
I did too. I'm only half breaking your balls.
Come across, you know,
Just
this
one ball.
this little hut or whatever, and then there's a fucking severed head in there. And I think they make the head look fucked up enough to be like, oh, that's, you know, really disturbing, especially when she's gonna like put the sweater on and it's got the
Ugh.
blood on it and stuff like that. I think
That
that's
thing's
pretty
got a
effective.
smell.
Great.
Great.
I love that
I-
they showed Jason's fucking fucked up toilet. Just like this is the only movie that deals with does Jason shit, and I
Yes.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
The
Apparently,
answer is yes, and not in any glamorous environment.
that-
Let me tell you.
you know that thing isn't flushing. He doesn't
Everybody
have running
poops,
water.
Randy.
Oh,
Even
I don't
Jason.
know.
Even
Yeah, I
Jason.
like the whole disheveled cabin in the woods. Like, and the
Mhm.
fact that the first time we see it, like the cop comes across it in like the middle of the day, I was like, oh, that's kind of unsettling.
Mm.
And I feel like also in that scene, like we see the cop like react to something that he's discovered something.
Mhm.
And I like that we don't, of course, know what that is until the very end of the movie. So I like the reveal that the something is, oh my God, a severed head. And like similarly, we see Jason throughout the movie, but we don't get that sack head reveal until like halfway through or maybe even longer. And so I do feel like Steve Miner did a good job setting up, you know, some of these scarier, more unnerving things.
And those are pretty good
Mm.
tropes for movies that are derivative of this. Like Sleepaway Camp lives and dies by that shit. Like
Mhm.
it plays that card as hard as it can and as obvious as it can. Whereas in this one, it has I mean, it's still pretty obvious to our modern eyes. I think maybe a
Right.
little bit less so back then, because it wasn't an established trope. But I think this helped establish it. Like I think that, you know, oh my God, what is that? Just off camera, that sort of thing, really like solidified in some ways with this movie, or at least it feels that way to me. That's a gut thing.
This made
This
me
is-
really want to play that game again. I know we can't, but it just this one had like a
The Packanack Lodge.
it had a
Yeah.
2 map, and even with the cabin with the head, and there were elements too of the severed head and stuff like that. And this was like a really cool Jason you could be with the bag head and stuff like that. So I was like, man, that was a lot of fun back in the day. That's gone.
I was
Was
so fucking bad at that.
But
This
it
is
reminded me
also-
too, like that playing as Jason in that, you're like, damn, it is really hard to get everybody. Like all the fucking counselors are all over the camp.
Well, and
Teleportation
half of them
and
are at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how we just never see Ted again. He's just fine drinking.
he just had a good
somewhere.
night. Yeah.
Just had a
Yes.
great night.
At the casino bar.
I
Playing the
would've loved to
Kiss
see
pinball machine.
Ted, the string bean ass
He's
motherfucker,
so
come back in the third
scary.
one as like a traumatized waif.
Yes. Yeah. I also love how we got a literal campfire tale in this movie.
Yeah.
That we're sitting around and Paul gives them the little backstory. I mean, it's just like such a sweet moment. And I also liked the recap of part 1, which again, I don't know if this movie is the first movie to have done that in a horror franchise, but it has to be one of the earlier ones. And then I feel like the first several Friday the 13th would get that sort of a recap of the one that came before it. And so I thought the recap kind of familyed with the campfire tale, all that stuff to me makes it feel just like you were saying, Soju, classic cabin in the woods, slasher stuff.
This is one of the few Friday the 13th movies that like really it like goes hard in the like summer camp atmosphere, and I think a lot of that does have to do with that campfire story. And we see them like hiking and like swimming and skinny dipping, and they're roasting s'mores over the campfire and playing like board games and stuff. Like it feels like summer camp in a way that like some of the other movies really don't. Like part 3 doesn't take place at a camp, part 4 doesn't take place at a camp, part 5 doesn't take place at a camp. Like I don't know, it's just one of the few that like really goes hard in that setting, and I dig that. Even though there's no kids running around, it's just counselors. But I guess you don't really want to see a bunch of kids get murdered either, so
Speak
It
for
works.
yourself, Bob.
I guess I am.
So I want to ask you guys, like at the end of this movie, I had sort of forgotten how abrupt it is. So like, we get the Jason through the window, which is a great like slow-mo jump scare moment. But then after that, it just cuts to Jenny getting in the ambulance and like, where's Paul? So like, how do we think she got out? And like, did Paul
Yeah.
survive? Do we think Paul survived?
The ending is weird where they're like wheeling her. Like, who called the cops?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
just
is
don't
it
see.
morning? So the
Who
whole
narked?
night is gone. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I don't
Ted
know.
came back and found everybody dead and was like, "Oh God!"
I
Calls
guess,
the
yeah.
cops. I don't. It is like unnecessarily confusing. It almost feels like because the first one had a stinger ending, they just felt compelled to have a similar thing in part two. Because like you see the little, plus a half star for having a Shih Tzu in this. You see like the little dog Muffin, you
Uh-huh.
think dead, but then it comes around at the end and you're like, oh, I guess that was just a different dog that they
Yeah.
found dead in the woods. So like that's a little confusing. And then
Oh
yeah, Jenny
yeah.
like blacking out and waking up and Paul not being there. You're like, well, was that a dream? Did that really happen? Did Paul actually die in the cabin and did she get knocked out and like, dream that shit or whatever?
I mean,
I assume Paul is dead regardless.
You mean like Dream the
wow.
Cabin sequence?
Yeah, like because it just
Oh.
feels kind of dream-like. I mean,
Yeah,
primarily I
I
guess
guess
because that
so.
dog comes
Hey,
around and you're like, well, I thought the dog was dead.
Yeah, that's
Ben
true.
Freaks was right when they said you was dead, Paul. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't know. I think he's probably dead. But like they it clearly is trying to do the same thing as the original, where it's like, oh, is this real? What happened? No. But like, it's not as effective because that is like, this is the last character. She's been fucking sleeping on the lake all night long, or not sleeping, lying on the lake all night long, waiting for a first cop to show up or somebody to show up. And as soon as they do, oh, this thing happens. Cut to credits. Like, that works. There's either too much or not enough epilogue on this.
Mm.
If they're gonna show her like getting wheeled out at all, then show fucking String Bean coming back as being like, oh my god, I couldn't believe Paul got or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. But like, if you're gonna do that, then you might as well explain what's happening. It wouldn't be great. It wouldn't be as good as just like cutting on that like they did in the first one, but it would be better than this.
Yeah, because I've always assumed that like jump scare in the cabin like really happened, but apparently like that's a lot of people think that was a dream, just
I
like
never
Alice on the
thought
Lake
about
was a
it.
dream. But it's just not clear. It's
Yeah.
just not
Yeah.
clear. So watching it this time, like with more critical eyes, I was just like, what? This is more abrupt than I remember.
Yeah, that'd be a long ass dream sequence. Because at least in the first one, it's at the very end, and she kind of wakes up, and it's like a different kind of color palette, even like looking
It
style
feels
and stuff.
dreamlike. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this would just be like, it's a dream, bitch. Accept it.
And it's not clear if it is a dream. It's not really clear
Yeah.
like when it started. So
Forgot
yeah.
about the
Yeah.
dog though.
The
Yeah.
whole thing. I don't know. There's
We're all just living in a dream, brother.
whoa.
And Jenny's
David Lynch is
dream.
pleased with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a weird ending, and I think part of the reason people consider that to be maybe a dream sequence is because Jason doesn't really look quite like that in any of the other movies with like the long stringy red hair. And like the part three is supposed to take place like the next day, and he just looks totally different and he's wearing a hockey mask and not, which some of
Are you
that is
saying
just
the
like
continuity is not on
I-
point with this Friday the
I know.
Friday the
franchise?
13th?
I know it's so airtight.
They're clearly
all the
dropping
time.
look
hints
like
about going
a
to space
worm
already.
at all.
I mean,
That's not a worm.
he's not
Yeah,
jumping
wait.
bodies, not even once.
When do we get to see Michael Myers turn into like a weird worm thing, like
Weird worm.
because
Buddy,
Well,
that's
he
for your own nightmares.
became a Corey Cunningham. That's close enough.
Nightmare did it, Friday did it, Halloween's got to do it. Where's
I
the
want to
worm?
be a weird worm. It's my turn, damn it.
That's
Oh,
what
weird.
Michael Myers sounds like.
Mhm.
It's my turn.
It's my turn, damn it. Come on.
I think we touched on most of the stuff I kind of wanted to. The score is absolutely baller in this
Score
movie.
is
It
good.
kind of is in all the Friday the 13th movies, though. Fucking great score. Though, like, Ginny hiding under the bed and seeing the rat, and, like, her having that, like, giant puddle of pee roll out from
Oh,
underneath the
yeah.
bed. It's like,
That's a weird moment.
I saw some people debating online. I was like, no, that was the rat's piss. And I was like, that is the biggest pile of
How
rat
big do you think
piss
a
I've
rat
ever
bladder
seen.
is?
Like,
That was a
But
weird
she
moment because
also-
it didn't really amount to anything.
it tips.
I know it
because
tips
the
him
chair
off,
was
but then the
falling,
chair
so-
falls apart. So
Yeah. I don't know. She gets up and runs out, and her pants are dry too. So, like, I guess maybe that rat just has the
This is
fattest
bullshit.
bladder
Well, that's
you've
that's
ever
just
seen.
contractual obligation, I'm sure.
It was right.
I'm not
My
running around
pants
in
stay
wet
dry.
We need to go back. I hope that 4K went back and digitally altered those pants.
Just poorly
Righted the
painted in
wrong.
wetness.
It's what we've all needed for so long.
Been waiting 45 years for this.
The exploding title card is hilarious.
See
I
that
think.
wetness.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. The exploding title card. I really like the first one where it like bursts through the glass, and I'm always when I see this one disappointed that it doesn't. To be honest, like the explosion is kind of a letdown, which is the first time that's got to be true.
Even Rob said I kind of found the opening kill very underwhelming and kind of disappointing this time around. Where I feel like it's a really big build up. Even she gets in the shower and she comes out, and and then the head is in the fridge and he slowly puts something into her temple. I don't know. There's just like no big moment, I think, for all the kind of slow tension that they build.
Honestly, it just kind
Also,
of makes
very
oh, sorry.
Scream opening. Wonder if Kevin Williamson was
Oh
inspired.
yeah,
Yeah, probably
had to
probably
have
right.
been right. Had to have
I
been.
just kind of find it to be a bummer because I like Alice too. Like she wasn't like as much
Yeah.
of a final girl as Jenny was, but I think I don't know. I like she has very much also has that every girl sort of thing going, and I liked rooting for her. I love the first one. It's that and 6 alternate as my favorite depending on what mood I'm in. But this one in particular, like it just kind of I hate seeing like a character brought back just to be a red shirt suddenly. It just kind of stinks.
Yeah, I think too, and this might be in trivia. Sorry if I'm stepping on your toes, Bob, but
Go for it.
I think maybe she didn't know they were going to do that to her at first, like when they first invited her
think that's
back,
right.
and yeah, and I think there's maybe like some sour grapes there. There were at the time because she also kind of felt like, well, you're just going to kill me off.
Mhm.
So that's kind of a bummer.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
it, like, because it's like the Drew Barrymore thing, right? Like going back to
Mhm.
Scream, like you can argue that it has some value because it's like, well, surely the person with plot armor isn't going to be killed, and she gets killed in the first scene. I understand that if you're thinking about it that way, but I just don't think this movie was. I do think it was just sort of like, we need a kill to open things. We want a fresh slate. Let's just kill the first girl off. That way, there's somebody with a history here at least.
I
Well,
saw a couple other potential reasons why she was killed off so early. I guess there was, after the success of the first movie, there was some like really creepy stalker guy that was following her around and, obviously scared her. So she wanted to have a very small amount of screen time in the sequel to maybe try and limit that from continuing.
damn.
And then I also saw something talking about like her agent asked for a whole bunch more money and they just weren't willing to give her whatever amount of money they were asking for. But yeah, then I've seen her in documentaries saying like, I didn't even know that they were killing me off. I just showed up on set and it was like the last day they already shot the movie and I didn't know. So like, I don't know, who the fuck knows. But yeah, I would have enjoyed seeing her in much more of the sequel, honestly. She was a great character.
Well, I don't know about that because one thing I was thinking about this film is I was like, you know what? We talked about how just muddy it gets and how unnecessary it is for Laurie to be in like tied to so many Halloweens. And I kind of like that the Friday franchise isn't bogged down by that. I like that he can just show
Yeah.
up wherever the fuck he needs to be and kill whoever he needs to kill. I don't need
Space,
some
Manhattan, hell, wherever.
I do
anywhere.
agree with that. The problem is just that they brought her back at all. If you're
Yeah,
gonna like,
yeah, that's fair.
my preference, and I don't like not to again. I like her. I liked seeing her. I just was bummed that she was there just to be a quick kill.
Yeah.
They gave her even a little pathos where we see like, oh, she's working through her trauma with art and shit. Like she's got it. Like they tell a little bit of a story with her, and then they just rip her out.
Oh,
and-
she's
and
an
it just-
artist now, huh? Hmm.
It just feels. It just feels like it's this like even Ralph they kind of got the same treatment, but we don't like Ralph the same way we like her. So it just
Speak
feels
for
a little
yourself.
disruptive to me.
Although it
Okay,
does
my fault.
it does fit that whole revenge cycle, you know? It's like
guess,
this started because his mom was taking revenge, and then now he's taking revenge for her killing his mom. So it all works like thematically.
Well, Bob, you were saying was that a bit you were doing where you're saying, "Oh, that wasn't Jason," or is that like
Oh, that was a bit. Yeah,
an
it was
ongoing
definitely
debate?
Jason.
Okay, I
Jason
was
the whole
gonna
time,
say like
for
maybe
sure.
there's like an ongoing debate I'm not aware of. Because
No.
like it is kind of strange. He like what? I don't know how far away her house is from Camp Crystal Lake, but did he take a bus wearing the sack? I don't know. Like,
Oh yeah.
like what the
Oh
fuck?
yeah.
I don't know. Did he just chilling in the Greyhound station in your sack? I don't know.
It's a good
How much to let you
question.
on.
It's a good question. I like that he was kind enough to remove the tea kettle from the stove. You know, safety first.
That's the other thing is like he's not a hulking mass of brainless death in this one, which is both nice and
That's how you
not
like
nice.
them, Randy.
I kind of want full
Need a
bore.
hulking mass.
I kind of want
brainless death.
if he's that, then let him be that. But like I feel like he's not quite anything yet in this one. You know what I mean? He's kind of just a bumpkin, if
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hillbilly Jason, as they call him, Hillbilly Jason. But you gotta have
Oh.
this Jason to get to Jason X. You don't get to Jason X without Hillbilly Jason.
I did
Jason X, we got a long road ahead. It's a long
It's an
road.
It's a
evolution.
hard road.
Are we gonna cover Friday the 13th for every Friday the 13th this year, Bob? I don't
What is
think
there?
So.
Probably not, because I don't
Two
want to
more.
burn
There's
the
one-
majority of my
yeah,
host takes.
There's
on-
one more next month because February is
Yeah,
only
it's a
28
leap year.
days.
March,
So,
and
yeah.
one in November. So there's three this
yeah,
year.
yeah, maybe November because I mean haven't even hit halfway at this point, so we still got a long way to go.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there's what 3
I
killers
don't know.
total.
Maybe we did about half now. Yeah, we haven't done
I
the
think we've done
new
5.
like that new remake that they
We did the
did.
Platinum Dunes
3 and
and
5, which are garbage. So
3
that's
and
3 and
5,
7. We haven't done 7.
7, 8, 9.
8 or 9. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't do Manhattan. I thought we did do Manhattan back in the day.
Nah, never
Never did.
did.
Really? Oh,
Saving the best for last.
We did the overall franchises. You might be thinking of that.
never
but,
mind. Never mind then.
It's close though. It's getting there. Like, what is it? Like, is there like 11 total or something like that? 12.
12.
I don't know.
Yeah. If you
You wait
count.
a couple years,
Freddy
you can
versus
just
Jason.
cover this one again. You won't remember that you did it.
Probably.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
won't
7
remember
is
next week.
solid. 7 would be a good one to cover.
Seven's not bad, yeah. And that show I think is gonna come out this year, so maybe we can do a mini cast on that or something.
You can totally do a mini cast.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'll do a
Bob,
mini
you'll
cast on
do-
that.
You'll
I
definitely.
don't know.
Bob
Linda
is definitely
Cardellini is
gonna
hard to
do-
say no to, though.
Randy.
That's a swoonable celebrity for me,
Whoa,
for
Randy.
sure.
Ooh,
Whoa.
Randy.
Counted as your one for the year, baby.
Ooh.
My-
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not doing a show for a mini cast. I don't have that kind of time on my hands.
Ew. Anything else you guys want to mention before we rate Friday the 13th Part 2?
No,
Not a damn thing.
Not a
covered
damn thing.
most of the movie. It did fly by though. I
It's
mean,
a short movie.
Yeah, but I was like even surprised. I was like, oh wow, here we are at the 50-minute mark,
Yeah.
and we just got kills to
Hour-
go.
I
Hour
am
and
surprised
27
to hear
minutes.
that.
And like the credits, I don't think the credits finish rolling until like minute 14 or something. So like it takes a little
It
while
is a
to like
short
really
movie,
get
but
into
to
it.
me, it does not feel short.
Man,
That's
it
part of the problem. Is I just
flew
feel
by
like it
for me.
dragged because it's just
What Randy?
expected
Oh my.
for me.
Well, Nicole, why don't you kick us off? Out of 5, how do you feel about Friday the 13th Part 2?
10 out of 5.
10 out of 5. No. Like I said, I think this is a really special entry in the Friday the 13th franchise. Because it's that bridge that gets us to iconic Jason. It's the first like Jason movie, and I think that makes it special. I like that Jason's just a guy, you know. I like that there's
Just a
nothing
guy.
supernatural going on here. He's just a dude. Like I said, I like that they take their time sort of revealing Baghead Jason so that when we finally see him, I think it's really effective. I love the people, all the counselors in this movie. I like that they feel like real people. That is one thing that I find really charming about all of the older sort of slasher movies. It's one of the things I really like about Texas Chainsaw Massacre is that these really just do feel like real people as opposed to just like horny, hateable teenagers. Like I said, Ginny's the MVP. I love her. I think her and Paul together is really cute. I like that they're our final duo. And the Mrs. Voorhees shrine, I think, is just unhinged. And it's something I've grown up with, so I'm acclimated to it. But I mean, I can only imagine, like I said, if I had gotten to see this movie in a theater in 1981, like I'm sure that was just off the wall for people. And so I still really like it. I like the iconography of it. I like the sweater, the whole thing, the people stacked up against it. It's so bonkers. And I like that this movie is like the tiny little bonkers seed that's going to grow into this just insane thing. Love the slow-mo jump scare at the very end and how it mimics the slow-mo jump scare from the first one. I think my only like real criticism of this movie is the abruptness of the end. And like I said, it's something that I've watched this movie a bunch and I've never had a problem with it until I was watching it closer this time and kind of like trying to stitch everything together. So Randy, like you were saying, I think we needed a little more to help us decide what exactly is going on here. I don't necessarily need to know 100% if Paul survived or not, but I would like to know, is this a dream or is it really happening at least? And would love to see an appearance from Ned. But regardless of that, I mean, this movie is super fun. Like I said, it's the one that I'm going to reach for the most often. I do, even though I think it's not as like technically good as the first one, it's always going to have a special place in my heart. So it's going to be a 4.25 for me.
Well, we're in a quarter from Nicole. Respectable. Rand Diesel. Break my heart.
Yeah, I'm not as hot on this film as I've pointed out. I could just say the same thing over again, but it ultimately amounts to, yes, this is seminal. Yes, it is a nice bridge, and yes, there are very good things about this. The acting is a little bit more naturalistic than we get later on. The kills have a little bit of variety. The problem is that it is so down the middle that it loses me. It loses my interest, and it makes it kind of a slog. So like experientially, I don't love watching this particular one. The parts I like best are the kills that I mentioned, or that we mentioned, the rolling down a massive flight of stairs with a machete in your face, and the spear through the body, those are probably the big ones that I remember, even though that second one I don't even remember as being particularly from this movie, but I remember them because those are like kind of heightened kills. Like this dude just like for no reason they make it so this dude in a wheelchair rolls down this fucking giant staircase in the middle of the woods, and it's kind of funny and like absurd, and that's the stuff that I like the best out of post Friday the 13th Part 1 entries into the franchise, because I like this a little bit of silliness or just like some mean-spirited Jason shenanigans where he's like whipping people against fucking trees in a sleeping bag. That's a amazing kill. Like those are the things that I come to this franchise and to enjoy. Outside of those, like the vanilla version of the summer camp, it's valuable in the stream of tropes and that sort of thing, but it's not valuable to me as an experience, not as valuable to me as an experience. And all that said, like I don't dislike it. I do respect it. I just don't get a lot out of it these days. So for me, I think that leaves me, having compared it to my previous ratings, I'm going to give it a 2.25.
2.25 plus 1.5, I hear.
You
Gotcha.
Your hearing needs to be checked again.
All right, Randy. I won't write it down yet in case you want to change your mind, and
How
sit
generous
there
of
and
you. 1 star.
You just think about that, buddy,
I think I'll go ahead and change it to a 1 star now.
4.75, writing that down.
Oh, boy.
Juice, how do you feel?
Yeah, so I think this time around having to be a little more critical of it was maybe dropped it just a scotch, but just because it is like it does kind of lack some iconic kills. The wheelchair one is definitely up there. But even the spear one, it is similar to the Kevin Bacon one. And at one point he's using a knife like Michael Myers. So I mean, it's lacking some stuff. I do kind of like how he's got a little bit of that ghost face in him. It kind of cracked me up about like the chair busting and him him just kind of getting thrown around a couple times, and when he's standing next to some of the guys, like he's really not like a big dude or anything. So I found that entertaining this time around. I do like the bag design. It's not the most amazing thing. I just thought it was kind of cool. But again, it's in this context of a wider universe, what I know is coming and stuff like that. So trying to kind of like just judge what this movie is, obviously coming from the first one, it having to start with so many flashbacks to the first movie is not great. Them having to explain Jason away just, through speculation and stuff like that is like not particularly great. The ending is a little off. The beginning is a little off. Again, I didn't feel like the suspense that they set up in that opening scene really kind of paid off. But I do like the chemistry of everyone here. And I do like the setting. I do like the feel of it. It was really tough watching it because last weekend was like one of the coldest weekends we had. I was like, oh, this summertime film. But I will say today is very pleasant. It's like the first day of spring feeling today. So maybe Friday the 13th just ushered that in, the warmth. So yeah, I think this is a positive neutral for me. So with that, I'm gonna give it a 3 star, but we're getting half star for the Miabo, so 3.5 for soju. So we got some skinny dip in here. That crop top should just like I was like, yeah,
It's hot.
this trend needs to make its way on back.
Very nice.
The crop tops are getting shorter every day.
Woo. Bob, out of 5, where do you rate this deuce?
Well, I think this is one of the best like summer camp slasher movies out there,
Best
honestly.
deuces you've ever seen?
One of the best deuces I've ever seen. Yeah, I would definitely say that. I think regarding the opening, it might be kind of easier to write off now that we've seen this movie several times and kind of know what's coming. But I mean, after the first movie, obviously Pamela Voorhees' head gets chopped off, but that's the first time when she opens her refrigerator, that's supposed to be the first time you ever see that. And you're like, oh my, was that her rotting head in the refrigerator, or was that like somebody else's head? Like what's going on? So like I think that punch is really pulled because we're just all so familiar with this stuff. So I want to give the opening kill a little bit more credit. I also think the exploding title card is just hilarious. That score kicks in, and it's extremely badass. Then you introduce to all these characters that are like very playful and like like Nicole said, they feel like real people, but they also kind of feel like um I don't know, just like they went to a high school and grabbed a bunch of friends and they were like, "Hey, get in the fucking car, we're making a movie or whatever." Like it just feels like people you can hang out with. I like their back and forth. Ginny does turn out to be a really solid final girl. I like that they delve into like the psychology of Jason Voorhees just enough, not like crazy amount or anything, but just enough. And then it leads to, of course, that very dope ending, that iconic ending where she pretends to be his mom wearing that sweater that I can only imagine what it smells like. And we see that head again, um, which is just really great next to a pile of corpses. I think there's a handful of good kills here, maybe not as many as you might like. Like I said, this does feel like the most summer camp Friday the 13th movie. It really checks a lot of those boxes. My favorite scene is that campfire tale where they're all sitting around hearing the story of Jason roasting marshmallows, and then the goofy kid jumps out with a mask on and scares everybody. I think that was Ted, actually, super skinny Ted. I love they all just fuck off to the bar for a while, and Ted's like, I'll just chill here, and ends up like surviving the night. Like that's just all very funny and like I don't know. I have a good time with these characters. Vicky hitting on Mark so hard is just like hilarious to me. I also really like the look of the Baghead. Not the first slasher movie to do that, obviously, but I think it's a really badass look with like the suspenders or the overalls rather, not suspenders, and the Baghead, and he's running around with like various different things, not just a machete. You know, he's killing people with ice picks, definitely a machete, the kitchen knife, all kinds of shit. That like wire that he kills Crazy Ralph with. So like he's versatile, you know. He's out there doing it. Dope score. I generally think this is a really really solid slasher movie. One of the best summer camp slasher movies out there. It is not perfect. I mean, the beginning 15 minutes of the movie is like retracing the steps of the first movie, and it does feel like they're padding it out because it is a little bit on the shorter end, and the it does feel like the ending of the movie is a little like unnecessarily convoluted with like the dog and being alive and like is this in her mind, like what happened, did she get knocked out, did Paul actually get killed, where the fuck is Paul, like why can't they find him? There's
Where's
just
the
some
pee
like
pants?
unnecessary questions. Why are her jeans so dry? There's no way that rat pissed that much.
Shut this thing off. I'm dry.
But but that slow-mo like Jason smashing through the glass is badass though. Like there's so many like iconic badass moments, even if it is maybe a little bit clunky. And I think for this being Steve Miner's like directorial debut, I think he did a great job. I love this movie. It's like a comfort watch for me, really. So I mean, it is not perfect, so I'm gonna come in with a flat 4 out of 5 on this one.
Whoa, fair,
Um,
I'd say.
Fair, okay. As long as I'm
Above
being
fair.
fair. As long as
So
I'm
I'm
being
here at 4 minus 3.5.
Randy, you slut. That's going to put our aggregate at a 3.5 for Friday the 13th, part deuce. Let's jump over to our Rotten Tomato segment, see what the critics and users have to say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rotten Tomatoes segment in which I'm going to have these folks guess, within the best of their abilities, what the aggregate positive score is on RottenTomatoes.com for Friday the 13th, Fart Deuce. And
Whoa.
we
My favorite movie.
we're going to start as we always do with the tomatometer or the critics, and then move on to the poopometer or the users. So within the tomatometer, there are 50 reviews flat, apparently. It's just 50. Keep that in mind as you are making your wagers here. I'm going to start with Bob tonight. Bob, out of those 50 reviews from critics, what percentage would you say are positive reviews?
Friday the 13th, like the entire franchise, really more feels like it's for the people, not so much for the critics, you know.
The people.
So I don't know, man. This is probably not going to be super high. But, you know, back in 1981, it was, you know, riding the slasher wave for sure, but still, I think doing some newer things as far as like franchises go. So I am gonna come in with the 69 dudes, please.
69 dudes!
69 fellows. Here we go. All right. We got 69 on the board. Sorry to all the jokesters who want to pick that. We'll go to you, Nicole. You're going to take the middle spot here tonight. What percentage would you wager those 50 reviewers?
Mrs. Meat tonight.
Well, I'm gonna $1
Damn.
Bob, $1 Bob,
Ooh.
and do a 70.
Ooh, okay. A 70.
70 dudes.
70 gentlemangs. All right, Soju, you gonna go one under? What are you thinking?
I think y'all are
Just
going.
block Rob out entirely. He has to get it dead on.
I think y'all are going too high. So I'm gonna take a 64. Wait, no, 63. I'll take a 63.
dudes.
I want to know the arithmetic of why, but
3. We could tie. If it was 66, that's 3 off from Bob's. So
oh, okay.
yeah,
I thought you just like if it was me, I would just cut the man off, cut him off at the knee.
you know,
Ruthless Randy.
Too considerate. Too considerate.
Shoot him in the
Game.
kneecap. Just kneecap
just
him.
put him out of his misery. 68
So-
it.
You guys are just a fraction off here. The
Really?
closest guess is about 27 percentage
Okay.
points off.
Damn.
I got this. I got this.
Oh no.
It's a 36, and so
Yeah,
Damn.
this is not a respected film.
not with honors though, because it's pretty.
It deserves
far off.
better than that shit. That's
It
too
does, but
Oh,
yeah,
my
this is not a film for the critics.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah, congrats to Soju on your de facto win. Let's go
Bob,
in
you were
reverse
talking
order.
about this being his debut film, but I saw that he had done, maybe it's a short film. He had done some movie called Hell Yeet.
Yawning audibly.
Mom was surprised too.
Let's move this on to. Rob's like, I wasn't wrong. How dare you?
I know everything!
Unbelievable.
Let's move on to the poopometer or the user score and see what they have to say. There are 50,000 plus ratings in this category. So going in reverse order as we do, Soju, what are those 50,000 plus ratings going to net to, in your opinion?
50,000. We'll probably bring it up a little bit, but I still think this is going to be quite limited. I'll just go an even 50.
50. Okay. Nicole, Madame Meat, would you like to take your guess? I don't know if you. That seems like not a flattering name.
It does. It does.
Madame Meat.
I was like, whatever, Randy. I'm just happy to be here.
Look, as somebody with innumerable unflattering nicknames, I feel no regret.
Madame Meat.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You really know how to sweet talk the lady.
I'm just
over
happy to
there,
be
right?
here.
I can't look at Bob or I'm not gonna be able to stop laughing. Okay,
I have that problem
would-
all the time.
Listen,
I really do.
I would really like to have faith in the people, and I would really like to have faith that horror fans showed up for this movie. And so I am going to make a leap, and I'm going to say 75.
75 percentile. Oof. Okay, Bob, where are you coming in? We got some wild guess and speculation happening here.
Hey,
Where you
I'm a
going?
believer. All right, we're out here partying. People love a Friday. I'm going 80.
Going 80. Oh, you're going way up there, man. Well, I will say this: you guys are significantly closer this time. 1 percentage point off. One of you is just one, and that percentage is the correct answer. Rather, is 49%. Sochu's going to be the realist in the room here.
Yeah. That's a sweep right there. That's a Hell Yeet sweep right there. You guys are kidding.
Steve Miner's
Look.
second movie was called Hell Yeet Sweet Bob.
Kind of fish in a barrel, but you were really close on that one. So I give
Yeah,
I give
yeah.
you credit.
Oh, Bob.
You're playing against Pop Warner here.
I know. Man, come
Well.
on, you guys.
Son of
Bob
a
and I are delusional. We're happily
Quite
delusional.
Yeah, that's fine. It's nice over here.
All right.
Honka chunka baby.
That's just about it for the Rotten Tomatoes segment, except of course for some of the negative reviews, of which there are a few. I'm going to read at least this one. Here we go. Director Steve Miner and writer Ron Kurtz introduce more potential victims than they have time or invention to knock off. I don't think that's wrong. That literally he
No,
doesn't
thanks.
kill most of the red shirts, or not all the red shirts, rather. So there's that. I'm gonna pick one at random now. Hey, beep, boop, boop, bop, boop. Even crude techniques, when properly employed, can be effective in a lowest common denominator kind of way. There you go. That's a little. I can visibly see this critic sniffing his own
Oh.
asshole in my brain.
Oh. Mm. It's a fine brew.
Hmm.
Ah,
Mm.
Hmm.
Oh. Mm.
that sound says so much and yet nothing at all.
Hmm.
All right, let's just call it on this Rotten Tomatoes thing. We were all over the place.
Okay.
Bob, trivia, how we looking?
We got some more trivia. Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
It's totally time for trivia.
Starlight time for trivia. Similar to the original idea for Halloween, the initial idea for a sequel for Friday the 13th involved just using the title for a series of films that were going to be released once a year that would not have any direct continuity with one another, but be separate scary movies in their own right.
I mean, first of all, again, for the millionth time, happy with that idea. I think that's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that's what the Friday the 13th series kind of ended up being.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's
So-
like, Twilight Zone on the big screen or whatever. That's perfectly, but like
Yeah.
more slashery. I would be fine with that. But they kind of went the other way with it, but not all the way because the continuity is atrocious. So it
Right.
still kind of is every movie's its own thing.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
just its own
somebody
thing
needs
with
to-
Jason.
Somebody needs to actually do that. Like John Carpenter was going to do it, didn't do it. Friday the 13th was going to do it, didn't do it. Like, can we do it? Can somebody do it?
Yeah, there's been a lot of attempts at anthology films within themselves, multiple stories in the same, like Twilight Zone the movie,
mhm,
Body Bags, that sort of thing.
Just
Tales from the Hood.
today, I saw some nerd online talking about the Halloween series that's coming out. I don't know if they're actually shooting it right now or what, but it apparently is not going to feature Michael Myers at all, and there is some speculation that they might do that, Nicole, like what John Carpenter originally wanted to do, and just make it like an
Okay.
anthology.
Okay, that could be good.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
Just do it.
It
We
also
don't-
can be bad, but the beauty of
Yeah.
it is that it can
Yeah.
be bad and then maybe be good again because you don't
Yeah.
have any baggage.
Yes.
There you
We've done the Michael Myers thing. We've seen how nobody can do it well. Just stop trying. Stop it.
They just won't, Bob. They just will not.
Stop it.
So
The
show grief your tits, baby, because
money.
this is happening again.
Show
one day.
grief.
Yeah, they need to let Straight Chillin' have a whack at it,
Ooh,
I'd watch
say
it.
whack.
Straight Chillin' Halloween film, Here we
Yeah.
go.
Mm,
Hey,
just what the
Let's-
fans are clamoring for.
straight Chilloween. A total of
We
40
understand, Michael.
We are in his head. A total of 48 seconds had to be cut from the film in order to avoid an X rating. In 2020, however, Scream Factory released a box set where the footage was restored.
Bob, you got that 48
know which-
seconds, don't you?
Oh, I got it.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
how X is it, Bob? Is it so X?
Oh, dude, it's so
Triple X,
crazy.
State of
it's
the
just like a
Union.
little extra blood and guts. Like, just leave it in. It's not that big of a deal. These people, come on.
These people.
These people. God.
Whoa, Bob.
The MPAA, these people. Originally, the
Wow.
film was supposed to end with Miss Voorhees' head opening her eyes and smiling at the camera.
They
However,
filmed it, didn't they? I think I've seen it.
yeah, I don't think it's been really well. Mr. Miner removed the scene because he thought that it was just way too silly. Which, yeah, that makes sense. It would be way
Agreed.
too silly.
We all need it.
So they
I
did
don't know, it
film
was
it.
kind of silly as fucking Jason
Jumping
jumping out
through
of the
the
water in the
wall.
first one. But like
Also.
I think that's a better like corollary to the stinger at the end of the first movie than what we got with the half epilogue at the end.
I don't know. I don't want to see that at
Personally.
all. That would just be like, what the fuck? Like, that's not scary at all. It would make me laugh probably more than anything. But you can kind of see like the cutouts in the head where like there's somebody's real eye behind there when they zoom into it. So yeah, I'm glad they didn't do that. The plot of part 2 shocked most people associated with the original film. Betsy Palmer, Tom Savini, and Sean Cunningham have all made public remarks about how stupid it was that Jason was alive the whole time, and if he were, then why didn't he just tell his mom that he was alive, which would have avoided all the murders in part 1? Doy.
Tom Savini, you're a dumb bitch.
Mom, somebody just followed me.
Man, I don't know what to do with all that information there, but I'm just gonna
I
roll
don't know,
on.
man.
The Packanack
Tony,
Lodge.
you don't know what you're talking about.
You dumb bitch. The Packanack.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, Randy. The Packanack Lodge was sold on eBay in November 2003 for $15,000.
We could have bought that, boys. When?
2003.
It's now.
We did
Chipotle.
not have $15,000 in 2003. Let
I
me
don't think so.
be clear.
Can we buy it now?
I'm sure it's not $15,000 anymore.
What do you
Amy's-
think? 16, 17?
How
What's
many
the-
blues can I trade for this?
Bob, if you
Packanack
just
Lodge?
sold your blue collection, we could buy the lot.
If you just sold only the Friday the 13th Part 2 copies you had, we could buy 18 lodges, Bob. We could fly everybody
Open
in
our
and
own
dedicate.
goddamn summer camp.
We
Be
could all go
murdered.
skinny dipping if it wasn't for you, Bob, and your damn blue.
We could all
rings.
wear half crop tops all day, every day.
That's the code. That's the dress code. We're all just got
Props.
We're all dressed like the dude in Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah,
gotta
you have to
do
have the
it.
crop
With our
top
dick
and, the
and
booty
balls
shorts.
just barely staying in
Yeah.
there.
Next
Yeah.
time we all get together, we gotta do a straight chillin' photo shoot with the crop top.
Overlook 2026,
Doing
people.
a
Let's
summer
go.
camp
Christmas
crop
cards.
top shoot.
That would be hilarious.
Oh my god, that's gonna
You
be the
have the power.
calendar, baby.
We got the
Our
power.
nut sacks are just hanging out.
Oh, God. I mean, stuff them bad boys in there.
No,
Oh,
Bob, we gotta let them breathe.
I gotta sit on them.
The if the ladies can let the yabos breathe, we gotta let the boys breathe.
Free the balls? Is that really the hill you're gonna die on?
Men need to free something.
No. The last bit of trivia I have: Amy Steele went on to star in another slasher film after this, April Fool's Day, which is actually pretty solid.
yeah.
I'd
I
recommend
think that's a
checking
solid
it
one,
out.
too, yeah.
It's a fun one.
That's a more unique film.
Oh, is it unique, Randy? Is it more unique?
Just a
Oh, so sorry.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's all I got. Hey, let's talk Cooter of the Week.
Straight chillin'. Cooter of the week.
Juice, what is a cooter and why do we hunt them?
Nicole, what is cooter?
A cooter is a character type and a straight chillin' exclusive.
Exclusive.
Oh.
Legally binding exclusive.
5 points of cooterdom are sexual deviance, manipulation, smug arrogance, looking attire, patheticness.
Nailed it.
Ooh, we
Boys,
got her.
do we
All
have a
right.
cooter?
Our lawyers will be contacting you in the morning.
We got her.
You just got sued. Packanack Lodge, here we come.
Our lawyer, Hugh Janus, is on the case.
We're going to make fun of
Squire.
money the fun and easy way. Sue!
He's very cutthroat.
The law offices of Hugh Janus and Lou Sanus.
Look forward to your
Janus
call,
and
Hugh.
Sanus. We're lawyers.
Janus, Sanus, and Tight E Anus are coming for you.
Anus.
My
Just
boy
Anus is
Ty.
his last name?
Yeah, just
Anus.
just Mr. Anus.
And Mr. Assbutts, of course.
Mr. Anus. They
Mr. Assbutts Esquire, if you
they broke the exclusive, Mr. Anus. we gotta write a cease and desist. Okay.
right,
Is there a
well,
cooter in this?
cooter
film?
You cut yourself off. Yeah.
Okay, I'm having too much
All right,
fun.
all right.
All right, me.
All
let's
right,
chill
Bob,
out.
shut up now, okay?
Is there a cooter in this?
Scott.
Scott, who
Cooter.
is he's
Is that
the
the
one that
model?
with the model, right?
Slingshot.
Yes, the one who
Yeah,
is
that's who I wanted to
harassing
point to.
Terry.
Mm.
Yeah. There's a little bit of harassment going on. He's also like serving a very punchable, handsome guy situation, which is a nice cooter subgenre, right? Like the attractive guy who knows how attractive he is and is just like or
Whoa.
person and like just like really trying to flaunt it, but is way too smug about it and is gonna get got.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fun.
Randy's having fun.
I'm having fun. Don't ask for a hand check. I'm fine.
So then it's what? So then you're booking him for smug arrogance, sexual deviancy. We got 2.
Yeah.
I
don't know if
I
he
would
hits all the
also
points
say
on it.
I would say pathetic.
How does he
Because
go out? I can't remember.
Jason
Yeah,
Hayes
he
goes
He gets
down.
hog-tied.
Yeah, he
gets
does.
straight up-
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 He
Yeah.
gets got pretty.
Okay.
That is
Just
pretty
like-
He's
pathetic.
also like, I'll
Yeah,
never
it's
get
enough.
over watching him like. First of all, he's harassing Terry, but he's doing it with a fucking slingshot. He's like Bart Simpson ass little fucker. What is this?
He steals her clothes too, which is
Steals her
pretty,
clothes.
pretty fucked
sexual
up,
deviancy.
actually.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
yeah.
He's
Okay.
a prank bro before that was a thing. Like I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
he would be the worst influencer you've ever met if he was born today.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
he got caught in the
around.
trap. Yeah, he got caught in that trap.
Yeah.
Which
Which-
she basically tells him no. I mean, she brushes him off a couple times.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then he like follows her out when she's trying to just like have a moment to herself, steals her clothes. It's not cool.
Got your
It's
hand on
not.
my penis!
It's not cool, bro.
And it's a little pathetic.
All right.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think we can lock him up. I'm glad we
Lock him
got.
up.
I'm glad we got the numbers on that. I wasn't totally sure, but I think he made
Yeah.
a compelling argument.
Good call.
How about
good call.
Camp Blood? What's his name? Ralph?
Crazy
Ralph?
Ralph?
Yeah. He's
Let's
creeping.
see.
God damn it, Ralph, get out of here!
Sexual deviance. This
He is
peeping.
also trying to warn
He's a peeping
everybody.
Ralph.
That's what you think.
You know?
I think he's just.
He's trying to warn everybody with his cock out.
I show me that cut. I didn't see that in the Scream Factory.
I
You
was
weren't
looking.
Trust
But
me,
you
brother.
gotta look.
Damn.
I would also like to do a special category on this episode. I think we need to recognize Hottie of the Week. And I
Whoa.
think Mark, our wheelchair man, is Hottie
Good
of the
looking.
Week.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Sweet, good looking. I'm
I
for
actually,
it.
you know, because of my own proclivities, what's the girl? Carrie or wait, not Carrie? Like who's the girl that's like hitting on him?
Oh gosh, what's her
Vicky.
name?
Vicky.
Vicky?
Yeah.
Vicky, I think is pretty attractive.
She's
as well.
adorable.
Yeah,
She's very cute.
They're
So-
our hot couple of the week.
Minus
Yeah.
them draws, but that's still.
Lock them
Yeah,
up.
them draws. You don't need the doo-doo brown draws. I don't think that's. the
They're
move.
satin. They're soft to the touch.
They're brown, like
Softer
poop,
than a
Bob.
woman's skin, Bob.
She's going to summer camp counselor school. Like what? Where? Like what is? Where's all the leather, Vicky?
And
you
that,
know, like
what?
Whoa.
What?
Just
No one was
asking for a
demanding leather.
different color,
okay?
Bob.
oh well, you should have said that. I missed.
Where are the nipple clamps?
Where's? Come on, you sick freaks asking for fucking C. What is it? The C
The
string?
crotchless C strings.
Crotchless
I'm sorry. I thought we were packing like adults here.
You got it. You perverts piss me off.
Where's my counseling C string?
Oh God, I just can't shoot a bow and arrow and anything else. Full range of
I
motion.
can't unless my gooch is breathing, baby.
Give it a little air.
Just can't concentrate. Nicole, thank you so much for coming on the show. I think we got our hot couple of the week and the
All
cool
right.
of the week. Any
All right,
any
sweet.
other people we need to run through the
I think
gauntlet
we
here?
got 'em.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
got the hotness.
All right, we got them. Let's do the librarian's favorite segment and talk about what we've been watching this week.
Hey gang, what you been watching?
Nicole, you been watching anything else this week?
You know, surprisingly enough, I have not really been watching any horror lately. Not intentionally. It just happened. And so my list is sort of off topic. But David and I are working our way through the AFI 100 Greatest Movies list. We've been doing that for about
Nice.
6 months. At this rate, it's going to take us probably a few years. But the latest film we watched from that list is Platoon. which is a movie I've seen before, but it's been a long time. And it's not an uplifting movie, but a good movie nonetheless.
Oh, I always get that confused with Full Metal Jacket. It's not the one with Arlie Ermy, right?
No, it's not.
Okay. It's got Tom Berenger, Willem Dafoe, Charlie Sheen, Tony Todd's in it.
Wow, okay, I don't think I've actually seen it then.
Yeah, the cast is like, even like the B characters who are barely in it end up being like huge stars later. Oliver Stone directed it. So it is like it's a must watch. It was the first movie about Vietnam to be made by a Vietnam vet, and it's like the first sort of like critical look at the Vietnam War. So it's an important film for lots of reasons. But it was a good one to revisit. We also watched a documentary on HBO called Mel Brooks, the 99-Year-Old Man.
Oh, I started that.
Yeah, and I don't know a ton about Mel Brooks. I've seen maybe only like one or two of his films. And so it was really interesting to just sort of learn about him and his, background and history and all of that. So I love film documentaries in general. It's always just cool to hear about people's creative process and all that. So enjoyed that one a lot. And then since we're amidst the Winter Olympics, I had Cool Runnings suggested to me, and that is a movie I have not watched in forever, like since I was a child. And so we rewatched that, and I have to say it really holds up.
Love a John Candy movie.
Yeah, and it's one of those like really sort of like specific PG family friendly movies from the 90s, like the kind of thing that I feel like we sort of don't get anymore. And David and I both realized that when we first saw it as kids, like we saw it at the Dollar Theater. Like our family took us to the Dollar Theater to see this movie. So it was fun to just watch like a feel good, low stakes movie. So that was a lot of fun. And finally, we are rewatching Mad Men. Because they recently added that to HBO. Yeah. And I mean, it was good the first time around, but the first time we watched Mad Men, I was like just starting in advertising, like working at an agency. And so now, being like a seasoned, crusty veteran of advertising, it's sort of like a whole different show. I have a whole different sort of perspective on it. So anyway.
You identify with the characters more?
I think I have a little more sympathy for some of the characters.
Yeah.
Drinking at work sounds less and less like something that I would never do. With each passing moment, really.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's it for me.
Awesome. Rand Diesel, what you been watching?
Not a whole lot of variety on my list. I'm going to mention a couple of things, though, and then get to the big one that's been taking my time up. I've been watching, this might interest you, Justin. I've been watching, randomly, I got served this woman on YouTube, it's just a travel blog, basically, of her first visit to America, and then she brings her sister on her second visit to America, but they're North Korean defectors. So they've been, out of North Korea for, a couple of years, and are visiting America, and it's just very, kind of heartwarming, and, it's much needed feeling of not depression when thinking about America watching that. I've been watching they've traveled all over the place. She went to the one girl, it's called before I forget, Hanaya and Ina are their names, and they're just North Korean defectors. I think they're maybe getting algorithmically pushed in some way. But it's kind of, they've visited Florida, they visited New Orleans, they've gone to a bunch of places, and they're very much kind of roughing it, and they're living off of a budget and all that sort of thing. So it's a very, very authentic feeling, and it's just kind of heartwarming and nice. So I've been watching a lot of that over the last few weeks. Something else, a buddy of mine invited me to something called Octet, which is a musical starring 8 people, obviously, and it's an a cappella musical. In the Round is how we saw it, about people that are addicted to the internet, and it's a really fucking interesting show. It's got it came out a few years ago, I guess, and he really, really loved it and wanted to see it again. And I was glad I went. Some of the songs are really, really fucking good, and all the different personalities and stuff. Like, I don't know, it makes you feel shit. It does make you feel some shit. I like it quite a lot. Excuse me. And then the big one, though, that's been taking up my time has been The Pit on HBO. I finally gave in. Everybody that I know basically has been at one point or another saying how good it is. And I was skeptical. I'm not big on medical dramas. And I Noah Wiley being in another emergency room. I brought this up already, but like being in another emergency room drama just seemed like, why again? But it is very, very, very engrossing. It's done on sort of the 24 calendar where every episode is an hour in the same day. Bob, you've been watching it as well, I know.
Yeah.
And we burned through a season in like 2 weeks, and we're like a few episodes into season 2, which is current. And buddy, we really, really like it. I'll also say this, which I haven't mentioned yet, which is it's got some of the most effective gore for me I've ever seen.
Wow.
I like it is medically accurate, and as far as, I mean, to my eye certainly. And man, there's nothing that gets me. Like I can watch a million slasher movies where they do all kinds of crazy shit, and for the most part, I'm not doing a lot of like very real wincing or looking away or that sort of thing. I'm relatively desensitized, but when it comes to like surgical shows, that's not the case because I know it's real. This gets me the same feeling as that because it feels so authentic, even if it's not real, technically speaking. So it's a lot, but it is also fucking fascinating. The acting is really, really great, and the plotting and all this stuff, it's very, very good. I enjoy it a lot. Yeah, I think that's just been eating up my free time. So
I've
that's it
been
for me.
interested in starting that one, Randy. So I think you just pushed me over the edge.
Give it a shot. If you're watch a couple eps and you're not into it, you're not going to be into it after that. But it kind of hits the ground running, man.
Yeah, I'll jump in because we just wrapped up the first season of The Pit, and that shit is incredible. I've never really seen a show like it. I've never been like intrigued by any sort of like medical drama. I've never seen 24. I really didn't think I'd be into it. And then Alice suggested throwing it on, and it sucked me in pretty immediately. And
The
yeah,
next
there's
Bear,
like
huh? Everybody's gotta watch it.
It is kind of like The Bear, right?
bear-ish, yeah.
Because it's got like this sort of like people who know what the fuck they're doing, and it's over your
Yeah.
head, and they're very, very good at what they do. But it's also extremely high stress, like
High
it's got
pace,
that.
yeah. It's like that one episode of The Bear where like they leave the online orders going all night
no.
and they come in
Gosh.
and like try to catch. It's kind of feels like that, but like almost every episode. It does legitimately turn my stomach and like I have to look away at some stuff and like there's multiple moments where I was like, Justin couldn't handle this. Like I don't know if it's a show for you, dude, honestly.
Probably
There's
won't
some
watch it.
some tough shit to watch, honestly. But it also really like you know, I've obviously have mad respect for doctors, but after watching these people playing doctors anyway, to some degree of realism, from what I understand, it just like makes me appreciate what doctors do even more. It's really good though. I would definitely recommend it. Outside of that, it's carnival season. Mardi Gras is next Tuesday, so I've been watching a lot of New Orleans stuff, rewatching Treme for like the fifth time probably. Almost done going through that. I threw on Hell Baby, which is a movie I haven't seen in several years. That goofy comedy that takes
That's
place
the
in
one
New
with Adam
Orleans.
Scott and Keegan Michael Key, or is that
Yeah,
something
King
else?
Monk Keys in it. It's got like a murderer's row of comedians. Most of them just pop in and play like little bit roles. But yeah, it's like every face in it you're gonna recognize basically. This couple moves to New Orleans and they get like this great deal on this old house, and of course it's like haunted as fuck. And his wife is pregnant and you know gives birth to a hell baby. But there's like at least two scenes where they go to Dumb Elise's and have po' boys, which is usually the shop we end up hitting when we go to Overlook. And every time they're in there eating po' boys, I'm like, yeah, these fucking sandwiches are
Yeah.
right. They're so good.
Overlook is just like 2 months away, right?
Yeah, April. Yeah,
Whoa.
right around the corner.
Randy, we can't hear you anymore. I can't.
Really?
Oh, there
Testing?
you are.
Oh yeah, there you are.
Your mouth moved.
Try
I didn't hear
listening.
anything.
I guess when I'm not yelling at the top of my voice, it's probably harder to hear me.
Hell Baby's good shit though. I recommend it. It's funny. And then like to take the edge off in between episodes of The Pit, we've been throwing on random seasons of Great British Bake Off.
Great.
Great British
Great
Bake Off.
bitch bake off.
Yeah, you know.
Great big bitch bake off.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Yeah, it's good
I
shit.
need to watch that show.
I
Yeah,
would
check
watch
it out.
that.
Juice, what you been watching?
Not really a whole lot, honestly. The only movie I've watched since last week was a movie called The Call. I think it's from 2020. It's on Netflix. It's a Korean film, and it's kind of a mind-bendy horror film. So it's got an aspect of it's kind of like time, not travel, but that's hard to explain. But so if you're into some mind-bending horror, you can check that out. It's pretty solid. And then other than that, I just been still going through the Mills Island. You know, the final episodes came out, so I gotta
We
watch
know.
those this
We gotta
week.
see what's happening to the Milves.
What kind of sandwiches are they making this week? But no, so I will be finishing that this week. And then I also was watching another reality show called Physical Asia. It's the same series where they did like the Physical 100, where they had like 100 people, athletes come in and compete. But in this one, there's like teams from different countries. So there's like a Korean team, a Japanese team from Turkey. There's an Australia team, and I was like, is that Asia?
I think they're Asian.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But there's like Indonesian team. But anyways, and it has some big, so like one of the leaders of the team from the Philippines is Manny Pacquiao, the boxer. So yeah, I was like, damn. So yeah, I've been watching that. It just encourages me to work out and pump those ass cheeks up a scotch, you know. You gotta get in shape. So.
You gotta pump them up.
Gotta pump these
that has
cheeks
nothing to do with working out.
So
that's the after party.
So yeah, that's all I've been watching this week.
Cool. You gotta pump them up. Inflate those ass cheeks. Cool.
Like Air Jordans, but for asses.
We've got
a little button.
Yeah, a little. You just push it.
Doc, can you add me a little button somewhere in here and I'll pump these ass cheeks up?
I need an ass Jordan, Doc. Can you help
I
me
don't
out
want
here?
them plump all the time, you know. Just sometimes, you know, when I'm going out, I gotta show
Sometimes
off.
I need to give my ass a break. A little bit of pancake ass does the body good.
Yeah.
This is the episode.
Well, we got a couple
where we-
voicemails.
All right.
Let's go ahead and get into our hotline screams.
Hotline scream.
If you guys would like to call and leave a voicemail to be featured on next week's show, hit us up at 904-638-3231. First up tonight, we're hearing from our friend, the librarian. Let's hear what she's got to say.
Hi, it's the librarian. So I'm gonna rank the Friday the 13th movies real quick. Some of you might mail a pipe bomb to my house after this, and that's okay. Starting in last place, Jason Goes to Hell. I hate this movie. Next, Friday the 13th Part 6, Carrie vs. Jason, but make it bad. Then Friday the 13th Part 5, no jokes, I barely remember it. Then Jason Takes Manhattan, but did he? Then Jason Lives, aka Part 7, not the James Bond intro. Freddy vs. Jason is next. Welcome to my world, bitch. Jason X is next. Daddy Cronenberg cameo. Then, shockingly, the 2009 Friday the 13th remake. I am also shocked it's this high. Then Friday the 13th final chapter / Part 4 because Baby Corey. My top 3. In third place, I have the original Friday the 13th. In second place, I have Friday the 13th Part Deuce because I love you, Sackface Jason. And then in first place, yes, I have Friday the 13th Part 3. I don't care. Die mad. I love Part 3. And then I'm going to pause now for applause or booing.
Boo.
Thank you. And then my favorite sequels / Part Deuces are probably Nightmare Part Deuce and Aliens, plural. Anyway, I love you boys. Bye!
Fascinating.
Man,
I'm gonna
If
die
you
now.
hadn't besmirched Part 6 like that, I would be I would be
Also,
whooping
too,
it
I
up.
thought part 7 was the one that had the Carrie
Telekinesis.
character.
I think she got her numbers mixed up a little
Nine
bit.
and
Yeah.
7. Well,
Oh,
9 is
okay.
hell, right? 8 is
Goes to
Manhattan.
hell.
9
Yeah.
is hell.
Six is Jason Lives.
Oh, okay,
Six is,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's recasting of Corey, and then
Yeah. Well,
7
he's like
is
an
is
adult
Carrie.
or something, right?
Yeah, he's adult Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
I also like 3 though. I wouldn't put it in first place, but I enjoy 3 a lot.
It's
So
very funny. It's very funny in all of the ways it doesn't want to be, which makes it all the funnier.
I often get like, I mean, I know they're very, very different, but I remember having 3 and 5 close in ranking in my head, and 5 is bad.
5 might be the bottom for me. I don't know.
5
It
is
might be
really
pretty close.
rough. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
pretty
know.
bad.
You got I like 5 too.
I think I've only seen 3 once, but it's been. I mean, Manhattan is also very, very bad.
That one
Yeah,
is
that's
really
true.
bad.
I'd probably watch
actually,
3
Jason-
before that. Yeah.
Yeah, I might.
Jason Goes to Hell
too.
might be the worst. Actually, it's just offensively.
Actually, that
like,
was bad.
doing
There's a lot of bad
fucking
ones, to be
offensive shit.
fair. There's a
Yeah.
wide range going on here, but there's.
I don't know if it is that wide.
I don't know. I mean,
It's-
Jason
it's
X is
bottom heavy.
good.
Like 1, 2, 4, 6, X if you like the goofy, campy stuff.
And
a lot
Freddy
of people
vs.
like Freddy vs.
Jason is-
Jason.
yeah.
A lot of people like the remake too. So,
So
that's
yeah,
like
it's 50
half.
50. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do a lot of people like the remake? Is that's news to me?
Yeah.
I remember thinking it was pretty neutral, but like where this one is like neutral positive, it was like neutral negative, or it's like,
Yeah, I
yeah, that's
agree with that.
okay, but it's like,
Mhm.
It's
I
Like-
just
pretty negative.
hated all the characters in that movie.
Yeah, I think
so
yeah, yeah,
That's
so
part of the
much.
problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't make them like they did back in 81.
Oh, they don't.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Cool. Thanks for calling, librarian. You know,
Not as crazy as I
Solid-
thought, but just
solid opinions.
3 is really
Look.
the well, 3 and 6, I guess. Yeah,
yeah,
swap
An
those
outlier.
around. You're doing all right.
doing all right. Cool. Next up, we're gonna hear from, I believe, a first-time caller, Shane. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Whoa.
What up, my fellow nerds? Shane Saw calling from Sioux City, Iowa. First timer, long timer here, guys. Was listening to the latest episode, Stranger Things season 5, or Stranger Things season, like all seasons, you know. So, but anyways, cracked open a beer. I'm off today, off tomorrow, so it's going to be a lot of horror movie watching time. And just got done listening to the show, so I was outside sitting on the deck having a brewski for the first time in the last 2 weeks. It's been colder than a well digger's ass in January outside, so nice to thaw out in the sunshine. Thought I'd give you guys a call because I know one of you guys said you didn't get any love on the last episode of Stranger Things, that nobody left a voicemail, so I figured, fuck it, somebody's got to take one for the team. That's why I'm calling now. Anyway, enjoyed the review. Your guys' review of Stranger Things 5, season 5, didn't really surprise me. I got as far as a couple episodes into season 2, and I enjoyed it, but you know, I love the score of the movie, of the show. It's, you know, it's a decent show, but it's hard for me to get into shit anymore. You know, these TV shows, especially horror stuff. So, yeah, I haven't seen anything beyond a couple episodes of season 2. So, anyways, after you shit all over season 5. I'm in no rush to see that one either. Some other shit that I've been watching is I did watch Marshmallow. I don't have Netflix. I dumped Netflix. Fuck Netflix. So I have Shudder, and that's pretty much all I watch as far as streaming goes. I watched Marshmallow. I know one of you guys mentioned it's worth a watch. Not worth the vault. So definitely not. And what's the vault? Well, the vault is I'm still an old school movie collector. I'm a hardcore, you know, DVD, 4K box collector guy. So I have a huge, absurd vault of movies, and I always say, well, join the vault. Is it good enough to join the vault? No, it's definitely not good enough to join the Marshmallow. Forget you. You're done. I did like Founders Day. I thought that was pretty interesting. Was a, you know, I don't know if I would add that to the vault per se, but it was definitely worth a watch for sure. And if you haven't seen that, I would definitely recommend it. Otherwise, other shit that I've been watching, fellas, probably not too much of interest to you. Murder Rock, Lucio Fulci fans out there. I don't know any of you guys, but I love all things Fulci, good and bad, and there's plenty of bad. But I do have the new Vinegar Syndrome box set of Murder Rock, which may have one of the most annoying pop songs ever written, sadly, by the late Keith Emerson, God rest his soul. But that guy, I still hope that's not true. I hope the fuck that he did not write that fucking song, because...
And we'll never find out why.
Why? Thanks for
Yeah.
calling in,
From
Shane
Sioux
Saul. Look at us
City.
influencing people not to watch things. Pay attention, all you distributors out there. If we don't like it, people aren't going to watch
Throw
it.
that weight around and you're not going to make
Mhm.
any money at all, Netflix.
Better start greasing these palms up. Distributors, studios, directors.
My palms are
okay?
dry.
My palms are dry, baby.
Lotion
And hairy,
sold
but that's
you up.
unrelated.
Like sandpaper, baby. I'm gonna need some grease over here.
You're not gonna succeed at making that sex cult that way.
A little too direct, I think. Yeah, thanks for calling, Shane. Love hearing from first-time callers. Yeah, sorry to confirm your suspicions that Stranger Things 5 was kind of a pile of shit.
He is
Oh,
right
man.
about the score though. Like the credit sequence for Stranger Things, that's a do not
Yeah.
skip ever.
It is
love that
good.
intro.
Solid. It's a solid
Yeah.
intro. I mean,
I
it's
think with
certainly
that
great
show, I'm just got to give it some time. I think it's just, taking up so much time, and you just got to set it aside for a while and then maybe think about revisiting it many, many
I think it's
years
best
later.
case scenario a wash for me. I'm not revisiting
Yeah.
that shit. I have
I'll-
life to live.
I would throw on like
Lies.
random episodes, but I don't think I'd ever like sit down and watch the
Yeah.
whole thing again.
I'd
Maybe
rather
the
watch
first
the
three.
waves.
I think I would be willing to go through the first
watch The
three
Pit.
again, maybe
Yeah, yeah.
down the line.
I
If
like
make it that far.
I like the Vault. I like the idea of calling his physical media collection the Vault.
Whoa.
Only the good shit shall enter the vault.
Psh, Bob,
I own no bad
In
movie.
triplicate.
I own no bad. Bob, you
Only
own
good
Flesh for
movie.
Frank. Oh no, you don't own.
I
Flesh.
don't.
But you do own Burial Ground.
I do own that. All right.
Bob.
Fuck. You got me. You busted my ass. Thanks for calling, Shane.
That ass been busted.
Again, if you guys are listening and would like to call and leave a voicemail for next week, hit us up at 904-638-3231. We're going to be continuing on this slasher train, actually.
Whoa.
We'll be talking about the winner of the February poll next week, which was Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare.
What was that poll? It had Ugly Stepsister on it too.
Bodacious Babe.
Bodacious Babe.
Women in Horror Month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This one was directed by Rachel Talalay.
Okay.
So
All right.
check it out from 1991. Since we're like going on this slasher train, I wanted to throw out a question and just ask, like, what's your favorite slasher movie that is not part of like the big three, like Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street? Take all those off the table. Like outside of that, what are you into?
Can we take Scream off the table or two?
I think you gotta.
Yeah,
any of the
that's- yeah.
iconics. I think you
The
gotta
big
take
old
on.
franchises, just because
You know what? What's that? Bob, you know, Curtains. Curtains is pretty.
Curtains
sick.
is good. Yeah.
My Bloody Valentine.
My
Bloody
Bloody
Valentine's
That
good.
one
Fucking
is-
great.
I jam.
Pieces.
Pieces.
Pieces is a good time. It's
You want to see not quite Bruce Lee? That's the one to watch.
Yeah, or the one we were talking about before, the town
Town that dreaded sundown. That's not
yeah,
bad.
that's one. Yeah,
I like that
I
one.
think that
like,
movie sucks.
I think it worked. I think the 2014.
There's a
like,
that's the
redo
one I'm
is like
thinking
what
in
the
my
interesting
mind.
one.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah.
The
I'm
originals-
going to Texarkana in March to see a
Whoa.
screening of Town That Dreaded Sundown.
The original or the
The original, and maybe the remake. They're doing a double feature, but tickets were sold out for the double feature, so I'm gonna see if I can get in anyway. But
just stay there. Just do not leave.
I'm gonna be like, did somebody cancel? Can I get in? But they're doing it's that Onset Cinema company that does these screenings like where the movie was filmed, and so
Cool.
They're doing like a little walking tour of like the filming locations before the screening. And I've never been to Texarkana, so I am really looking forward to that. So even though I maybe don't 100% love the original, I'm stoked for it, and it's like the most notable horror movie associated with my home state of Arkansas. So I will be proud to be there.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
Have fun.
there's some
Don't get
good-
murdered, you know?
I mean, they never caught him, you know? They never
Oh,
caught
that's-
the Moonlight murderer or killer or whatever they call him. So I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Maybe you can catch him.
Yeah, you can.
Maybe.
You'll be the final girl of your own life. Final girl.
Girl. Final girl.
Final something of something. I don't know. Cool. Yeah, check out Freddy's Dead. Get ready for next week's show. Nicole, again, thank you as always for sitting in with us and dealing with our nonsense. It is always a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Even though Soju does not appreciate my presence, I guess.
I know. Why are you here?
Why are you here? No, but this was a lot of fun. It's always fun being here with you guys, whether I like the movie or not. But you guys have invited me on for stuff that I really like the last few times. So like, feel free to invite me on for like a real stinker.
Ooh,
would
we're
love
gonna
to
take you
complain.
We
up
don't
on
review
that.
bad movies here.
Take me up on it.
What? I mean, I can't think of
We're
one
gonna
bad
we're gonna
movie we've
leave
ever.
the
Flesh
keys
for
with you and let you handle it.
Frankenstein.
Actually,
Hey, I really enjoyed the Flesh for Frankenstein episode quite a bit. Like you
It was
guys
a
See,
good
we're
convo.
tastemakers, so we're
discussion.
influencers. You know, movies bad, it's okay.
we make
We
the
still bring
taste
gold.
in-house.
We're influencing people to just not watch shit.
I know. That's why, you know. Those
You're gonna
studios
look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong?
Tell
better
me that
watch
I'm
out.
wrong, bro. Cool. Yeah, check out Light and Shadow Podcast everywhere you guys get your podcasts. Check out Freddy's Dead. Get ready for next week's show. Nicole, we'll have you back on for the worst pile of shit we can think of next.
Can't wait.
Well, you did, you know. Oh, you liked it. I was about to say you did Silent Night, Deadly Night, but you liked it. Never mind.
Yeah, no,
Everybody
that's
else
right.
hated it, but
Yeah, I know.
We'll find a bigger pile of shit.
I was the lone defender.
Someone's got to do it.
Yep.
Well, all you guys out there, have a lovely Friday the 13th. Don't have sex at a summer camp or something, because it probably won't end well for you. And until next week, as always, all you mother truckers, please keep chilling.
God damn it, Ralph, get out of here.